want you to choose me.
Ithaca's king is coming back.
No, he's not.
Hey everyone, Caleb Masters here with a quick review of the Odyssey. And what can I say? This is cinema! So I've just gotten back from seeing this film in 70mm presentation. I am happy to report that Christopher Nolan has in fact done it again, delivering the epic of the 2020s. You get to see giant ships at sea rocking back and forth through the waves, many islands that appear deserted, save for some of the more surprise supernatural creatures that appear throughout the film. You do even get to see Matt Damon go completely Jason Bourne.
No one could stand between me and home. Not even the gods.
The scope of this thing is absolutely huge. I know it's been hyped and marketed, but believe the hype. These are sprawling real-world sets with dozens and dozens of people in many cases. Every character in the movie is played by an A-list actor right down to the smallest part. It's a big Greek epic about a man who struggles to reconcile his actions with the world that he wants to live in. What is the cost of going to war, to throwing out all of the rules that have been laid before you in order to win the battle? And at the end of the day, what is that going to look like when you return home? What's most impressive is that he was able to bring these larger-than-life characters, ground them as real people living in this like reimagined ancient Greece. And he's able to take that tale of the Odyssey and put it in a modern context that is relatable. In fact, also serves as a really powerful companion piece to Oppenheimer. Emotionality has not always been Christopher Nolan's strong suit. In fact, I would argue many of his films, even the ones I really like, often come across a little cold. That is not the case with the Odyssey. And not only that, we get to see Christopher Nolan push himself in some new directions that we haven't seen before. There are 2 or 3 sequences here that feel like Christopher Nolan is leaning into the horror genre. It does run about 3 hours long, and I have to say, despite maybe a couple of very minor pacing issues, I think this movie more than earns the runtime. Fresh off the film, if I was going to give this a letter grade, having just seen the film, I'd give this film an A. Christopher Nolan is not resting on his laurels. Despite having produced, I think, 10 or so other films, he still has a lot of really big ideas left in the canon. The Odyssey opens this Friday. You can subscribe to the Cinematropolis podcast to get our in-depth spoiler-filled review of The Odyssey come next week.